Hello everybody, and welcome to this Harbor Day itinerary for Seattle, Washington. In this video, we are going to start our day by going to take a harbor cruise, and then we're going to go to the quirky Pike Market to check out the crazy gum wall, and then try some yummy local chowder, and then finish up the day at the Aquarium Museum and look at all the interesting sea life. Come along for the adventure. We are here at the Tukwila International Metro Station where we've parked. We have 24-hour parking here. It's free parking. Lots of parking today because it's snowing. But we decided this is safer than driving into Seattle. That's why we got the rental car, was to drive in. But you know, snow has a way of changing things for you. Got our all-day pass, and it was $3 for a round trip all-day pass, so that will be good enough for us. Now we're going up the stairs. We'll catch the metro and get downtown Seattle. On the train, but the train was delayed because of the snow, but we're on it now, and we got 10 stops to go till we get to the downtown station. We're here by the Argosy terminal where there is the boat cruises, and
you've arrived.
We're gonna get here to the cruise and go take a spin around Seattle Bay. We're on the line to check in. We just checked in. They are checking your vaccination records. So you have to have vaccination or recent negative COVID test for everybody over 12 years old.
All indoor areas of the ship as well.
Hi,
hello.
do be careful, it's quite slippery. Don't get it off the ramp there.
Okay, will do. We're on the boat, which thank goodness is heated, and I'm going up one level.
Hello folks in the city, thank you for joining us today. We're glad to have you on board. If you are visiting, particularly if it is your first time to Seattle, welcome to Seattle. We're so happy to have you here, and keep in mind that you caught Seattle on a pretty rare day in the city. The first thing you may have noticed when you set foot on the piers is that our piers are not lined up with the city streets. They are not perpendicular to our waterfront. If you go to the port of San Francisco, for example, all of those piers stick straight out. 1962 World's Fair. The owners, they had a great plan. They're willing to build the first overwater hotel in the city. And in 1962, 9 million people were going to visit as a part of the 21st Century Exposition. The owners believed if they could get just a fraction of those 9 million people to visit the hotel while they were here for the World's Fair, they would make a huge profit. And being the only overwater hotel in the city was the novelty by which they would be able to attract those guests. Well, the fair came, 9 million people visited the city. They all left at the end of 6 months, and the hotel had their grand opening 2 weeks later. Not a single person stayed at the hotel during the World's Fair due to construction delays and cost overruns. So in a world of debt, the owners came up with a crazy idea. They had to recoup their costs somehow. So they started advertising in fishing and honeymoon magazines as the one place in the world where you could fish from your bedroom window. Additionally, they gave every guest of the hotel a fishing pole and a bucket. Obviously, the fishing pole was for catching fish, the bucket was for cleaning and gutting fish. Of course, a bucket doesn't do a great job of containing fish guts, so that led to fish guts in hotel rooms, and the practice wasn't as successful as they thought it would be. So you could no longer fish from your hotel room window. It ended up causing a lot more trouble than it was worth. Many parks here in town. This is specifically the Olympic Sculpture Park. That big red spiny object up on top of it is Alexander Calder's eagle. Now, the Olympic Sculpture Park is an extension of the Seattle Art Museum, which sits at First Avenue and University Street. They do a really good job of featuring various local and internationally renowned artists, and the Sculpture Park is primarily used as a place to keep art which is too large to be kept in the museum. Now, looking back down to the waterline, all the fishing going on down in Hawaii, all the fishing up in Alaska, all the fishing on the East Coast, 60% is caught by these factory trawlers. The reason being, they drag huge nets behind them, which catch primarily cod and pollock. And then they're able to bring all that fish immediately on board and then process process it immediately so that they can keep fishing until they have completely filled their quota. So they're highly efficient. Now, cod is a very well-known fish, certainly something which you would order off of a restaurant menu.
So they kept following standards.
Yeah. Which way are we going, John?
Over that way.
Up.
Up University.
Okay. What? Over?
We're headed towards the gum wall, but to get up the gum wall, we gotta go up these stairs. So that's what we're trying to do now. Go up these stairs.
Your mom didn't want to take the stairs.
Yeah, that's the problem. Right next to the selfie museum. We're almost there. We have officially made it to the official gum wall, where everybody's gum has been chewed.
Too bad. Really gross. Weakling.
Yep.
Touch it. Do it. Imagine running here.
We are on First Street here, which is home to the first Starbucks here at the Pike Market. Here in the market is anybody who sells stuff directly. Starbucks got to be in here because they were grandfathered in. Yep. This is where the flying fish usually are, but they are closed today because of the weather. Just lots of ice left over. Yeah, this is where it would be, right here.
Yep. No flying fish rest, at least not today.
Yep. And we can see the waterfront if you want to go see the waterfront.
Ramen does though. So this is a kind of like a do your own thing and see you at 3.
Flying fish were gone, but there's still some fish across the street. It looks pretty fresh. So we didn't get the clam chowder that we wanted, so we went to this Soundview Cafe, which was the only place open except for an Italian place. And we got some bread bowls, and we're looking at the harbor. We got the last bread bowls. It's been kind of chaotic, but we got through it.
It's yummy. It's totally yummy.
Yeah. Attraction center, but can't see it right now because it's about shoes. Oh, there's one right there. You can get a sneak peek of a real clown shoe in here. Right there. There you go. The other ones are 50 cents. Campaign posters. We have made it to the Seattle Aquarium, which now it is open and it's included on our city pass. So that is where we are going right now, is to the Seattle Aquarium, where I hear they have a fancy otter. So here we have a bunch of sea anemones and little fish, and it's showing how the tide works and how they react to the tide. Which is to say they just allow themselves to go back and forth with the tide. That's what it looks like to me. Like most aquariums, there are things out here that you can touch. You can try touching the sea anemones and watching them move along. Oh, here comes the ocean tide. Got some starfish over here. Exhibit by Dale Chiluli. Smaller one of the one that we saw in the museum. the aquarium takes you outside to this other side, so we're gonna go check out and see what's on this pier over this way. Outside, it's kind of cold. Hopefully it's a good exhibit. We will see. Here is said sea otter. They're just hanging out, doing their thing, saying hello. And here are the otters. Lots of otters just chilling on their backs right here. That's what they do. These are tarted puffer puffins, just hanging around. Beachcomber fish down there, just hanging out by the heat source in the water. Don't blame them.
Where's there? Underneath the rock. You see at the top a few more streets.
Oh.
It's the White Whale or the Westlake Center or whatever.
Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little short video of the Harbor Day in Seattle, Washington. It's a very easy day to do. Start your day with the cruise, go to Pike's Market, and then head over to the aquarium, and you can have a fabulous day. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.